are we going to cover today? Okay, today we are going to be able to use the Google Maps. So the two main apps that I'll be covering will be Google Apps and MyTransport.SG. Okay, so this will be about 1 hour long session, including the question and answer and including the poll. So take note, ladies and gentlemen, we are being recorded for your information. Yeah, and at the end of the session, then we have a question and answer. So if you do have any burning question and answer, two ways for you to do it. Either you can put it on the chat, but when you put it on the chat, we'll only be attending to it at the end of the session. Or if not, what you can do later at the end of it, we will allow you to unmute yourself. So when you want to speak orally to us, we give you that capability to unmute yourself, but you have to put in the chat who you are and you're just going to speak instead of writing it down. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. And at the end of everything, before we say goodbye, if you don't mind, we'll take a group photograph. This is to show your attendance as well. All right, now let's begin. Before you can go into any apps, you need to download a web browser. So, example, when you buy a computer, you have the Microsoft. They will give you a Microsoft Edge right now. This is one of what we call the web browsers. Okay, so I will show you. I have actually downloaded in my both computer as well as handphone, Google Chrome. Now, Google Chrome comes from Google. Microsoft Edge comes from Microsoft. Another web browser is also called Mozilla Firefox. And if you have Apple products, generally you have Apple Safari. This is the web browser. But even before you can do this, right? You need like a dictionary, so-called search engine. Now, this search engine for Google is google.com. What does it mean? After you have got the browser, you want to look for the apps. So in order to be able to do that, you have to download google.com. Then you can search. I will show you and demonstrate to you later on how this can be done. But these are the two things you need to do first. Get a web browser, okay? And then you can find the search engine, okay? Now, Google Maps, what is Google Maps all about? This is our first app that you are going to learn about. It is a navigation app by Google. It shows different ways to get to your desired destination. And you can also find businesses, view maps, and get driving directions if you want to. And it can be used both online and also offline, okay? That's the wonderful part about it. So let's look at Google Map now. How do you use Google Map? All right. Now, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to show you a live demonstration. But the demonstration that I'm going to show is through the laptop. Why do I do that? Because you can plan at home with people, everything, and then from your laptop, you can send it to your phone, okay? But if you want to go directly to your phone, you can also do that. Except that the phone function and the some of the features, sorry, not function, the features may be slightly different. So right now, what I'm going to do is I am going to stop sharing the PowerPoint and I am going to show you the laptop. How do I retrieve it from my laptop? First, I go into my, this one, I got to get this out first, okay? I got to stop share this and bear with me as I go on, because what happened is I got to go into the background and stop my sharing my Microsoft, which is the PowerPoint, and I am going to take you to my Google. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Now, the first thing I do is, this is my desktop. Very nice picture. But if you notice, this is the color that I was showing you just now. Hold on. Remember the colorful web browser? This is Chrome. And I have this web browser here. This is Microsoft Edge. So I am going into Chrome to make it easier for everybody because I am actually retrieving Google Maps. So I press the web browser, the Chrome web browser, and this is what I get. Okay, so now take note. Can you see the word Google here? So this is the web browser for Google Chrome. So when I press, because I've already downloaded it, straight away I'm already on google.com. So google.com, remember I was telling you, is the search engine. So what am I searching for right now? I'm searching for Google Map. So the first part I will show you is how you use the laptop. Later, I will also show you a little bit of how you can download it onto your phone and use your phone. So obviously you will see here the Google Map. All right, how do I know? Take note of the word Google. So I give you an example. If you go down, even you can see the word Google Map, but other websites come up. So this is not google.com, even though they show their Google Map, because this is like a dictionary. So if I look for Google Map, once they spot the word Google Map, all the different URL will come up. So maps.google.com, this is possible. This is also possible. So I'm gonna do this because I'm taking the map. So once I put the map, okay, you notice it's a map that comes up, okay? I go backwards here. Similarly, even I put this Google Map, it's just a map that comes up. It does not matter because I have not put in where I want to go yet. Now, take note of this Google Map. It has got the search. So pretend I am going to Vivo City. I type it in, and this is the search icon. I just press this, and what it shows me is Vivo City. Now take note, can you see this red bubble here? This is the destination that I've put in. So on your left, you can see direction here. This is where you press, because the next thing is, okay, Vivo City is your starting point. Where are you going? That's the next thing. So I press direction. It will give me. Now, I've got your destination as Vivo City, but where are you coming from, your starting point? So this is where I will put in my starting point. So example, if I want to go from, let's say, instead, Buena Vista, okay? So I put Buena Vista MRT. I'm just giving an example only, yeah? But of course, if you really want to use it, you need to know from where you are starting and where you are ending. So this is the search icon, you just press. Now, what's fantastic about this is it gives you a variety where you can search up here, and it even shows you the path or the routing you can take. So example, here, you notice here, this is by car, driving. Okay, if you have car, you can press here. Now this is by train. For me, I do not have any cars, so I have to depend on the public transportation. This is if it's walking. If you want to walk, you say, okay, I don't mind walking, but not that far. Because if you walk, this will be 1 hour, 32 minutes. Or you cycle, why you can't press cycle and the plane? Reason being, you are not allowed to cycle on the expressway, highway, and on the road. That's why you cannot press this. If it's a park connector, you can press it. And of course, we don't have domestic flight there, not that short distance anyway. Okay, so to be more realistic, I'm going to press transit. Transit means it is about the train. Okay, so here it shows me, now it even tells me the real timing. If I were to take the train at 1:15, it is Circle Line, I'll get there in 23 minutes. And when I press this, notice here, it not only tell me the time, but it tell me all the stations that I will have to go through. So I have to go up at Buena Vista station because I'm at Buena Vista MRT. Okay, I walk a little bit if I am not at Buona Vista MRT, from Buona Vista, I just walk a little bit to the station, okay? Then I take the Circle Line and I stop at Harbourfront, 14 minutes. If I want to know what are the stations, I can press here again and it will tell me all the stations that I will bypass. You can see for yourself, it even not only tell me the station, but also the time. So I will reach One North at 1:23, it goes on and on and on, and it tells me that 1:36, I'll reach Harbourfront. And it also tell me I'm traveling on Circle Line. How do I know? It says here, Circle Line, and it shows the orange color. It even tells me which company or organization is running this line. So this line is service run by SMRT. It's not by SBS Transit, just to give you an idea, okay? So this is how fantastic it is. And if I do not want to take public transportation, the good part about it is, ladies and gentlemen, I can always go back here. You see the back button? So notice the back button is for you to go one step before that. So when you go one step before that, you come back to these buttons again, or these icons, I shouldn't say button. Now, good part about it, try to play around with all these icons. I'm going to show you the next icon, which they even give you the recommended travel mode. So if you see this arrow that goes straight and then the right, you just press, they tell you, hey, if you take public transport, services may be impacted due to COVID. What does it mean? Certain lines will not be operating, or certain lines will be slowing down, whatever, they will even tell you, okay? Now, of course, this is by car, right? This is generally by car, but by train here you are. What's the difference? This gives you the recommended travel route. So the recommended travel route is usually the shortest, yeah? It may involve quite a lot of walking, but they give you, this is based on recommendation. This is very important if you have 2 or 3 lines which you can choose. Okay, I give you an example. I live in Bedok, so I can take the circle, I cannot take the Circle Line, there's no Circle Line at Bedok, but from Bedok, I can take the green line and then change on, or I can even take the downtown line if I decide to go a short distance to Bedok Reservoir. So for that case, I do not know whether I should take the green line is nearer or the blue line is nearer. So if I put under the recommended, there you are. Example, here they tell me take the Circle Line if it is public transportation to go from Buona Vista to Vivo City. Okay, so this is one way. Now, if you have only 2 places, which means alighting and stopping point, you notice there are the 2 arrows, one going upward and one going downward. What does this mean? You can reverse your starting and destination point. This is good. You do not have to retype all over again when you want to go the opposite way. You just play around with this. It keep on doing it. Now, the good part is if I decide to add on a destination, I can just put this. Can you see this plus sign at the destination? So pretend I am going to add a destination. I will add in Great World City, example. Sorry, or maybe I decided to maybe Apple Orchard. Okay, what does Apple Orchard means? I want to go to Apple store at Orchard Road. Now, good part, it even prompts to you. So straight away, you know, this is USA, that's not it. This is Australia. This is the one that I want to go now. And you can add on as many destinations as you want. But my advice to you is, okay, if for instance, you are taking a train or public transportation, all right, they will show you from one point to the other. So straight away, if I press transit, it will show me only one point at a time. But if I am driving, then they will show me the whole routing on how I can go there to make it easier for drivers, okay? So yes, you can add in as many, but my suggestion, even if you are driving, if you decide not to do that, you change your mind, remove, so that they concentrate only on the routing that you want to go. So similarly here, okay, for, of course, usually when you talk about public transportation, yeah, I press this. So that's the good part about it. And they even tell you, hey, how you get there and how long it takes. And you can look at the map itself. They even give you the routing. And the good part about this is that, ladies and gentlemen, so if you notice, hold on, I'm just trying to move this here. Now, you can see the red bubble here is your destination, and where you are starting is the end of it. So if you pressed here, they even give you the address, and if you pressed here, they not only give you the address here, you know how you can even get from here to here through the routing given. Okay, so just for your information, it is very easy. You cannot say, I don't even know where it is, because over here you can see Apple Orchard Road. They even show you the frontal part of the shop at Orchard. So what I'm trying to say, pretend there are few Apple stores in Orchard. You can even pick the right one. They will give you the options if there are more than just one store. Okay, so the same with buildings, address. If you're not sure, they will display the address here just by clicking the particular place where you're heading to. Like for instance here, they even show you that. Okay, all right. So now let me continue on. Like I was telling you, all you need to go back is just press this arrow back. I'm going to show you another thing. Now, this is the menu bar. You can see on the left here. All right. Now, on this laptop, it shows as the 3 lines. You pressed it. Voila. The fantastic thing about Google Map is that you can see the terrain. You can see the satellite version. You can even see the traffic. You can even see the street view. So what I'm going to show you is, okay, the terrain. So when I press terrain, you notice all the other roads will also appear in white, but in the background. So I know, hey, it's not just as simple as I saw earlier on without pressing the terrain. But if I were to press the terrain, then I can see. Now, if I press the satellite, what does satellite mean? Satellite means looking from above, satellite looking down. So you can even see, you can see the routing all the way from Harbourfront, right? Vivo City here, Harbourfront, all the way to Orchard Apple Store. And it shows you all the buildings from atop, because this is satellite view. Now, if I were to look at the traffic view, I can roughly even see the traffic, and they will tell you fast traffic is in green, orange, not so slow traffic is in maroon. It even tells you here that I can reach there in 33 minutes if I were to take this northeast line and continue with the buses, okay, in order to go from Vivo City to Apple Orchard. Now it gives me 2 ways, not only by MRT, but also by bus, because it's true, Apple Store, near Apple Store, there's no MRT unless I want to walk, okay? Then I put there walking distance once I reach out of the station. Okay, one more thing that I want to share with you, very good about this. Now, let me just take you through first. Instead of doing this, let me just go back into the map first. Okay, hold on. Okay, what if I want to go into the previous one? I always got to put the back button. Hold on. All right. Okay. So let me just go and instead now, let's say I decided to go into something different. Let's say I decided to go Gardens by the Bay. Okay. Why do I want to show you Gardens by the Bay? Because you can also have street view, Gardens by the Bay. Now, okay, so let's say I go Gardens by the Bay, but I do not want to see this based on satellite. I am going to see based on street view. Okay, so street view, they are looking at the street. So what do I do? Let's say I have gone on and then I decided to go Gardens by the Bay. Okay, so when I go to Gardens by the Bay, I search, right? Okay, All right, it will tell me how to get there. Now, the main thing, if for instance, maybe I tell you what, let me just go to Gardens by the Bay itself. So straight away, when I go to Gardens by the Bay, I will show you the street view, then you can understand what I'm trying to get at. You can move the man icon there, okay? Gardens by the Bay. And then you can see for yourself, okay, you can go in. All right, so this is Gardens by the Bay. I'm going to press this, okay? And I am into Gardens by the Bay. Okay, now, can you see this man, Gardens by the Bay? How do I go here? When I go into the thing, I already show street view. I take this man, I can move it with my mouse. I will move him out, okay? And once I move him out, I can see as I go along. So I'm going to do just that. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, it's ending of the journey. So sorry about that. So I am going to go into Gardens by the Bay once again. Okay, I will stop share right now. Okay, I will go in and share with you again, Gardens by the Bay. Yeah? Okay, so Gardens by the Bay, I'll go back into the map. Okay, right now. So hold on, I will go back into the maps. So sorry, sometimes this happen, ladies and gentlemen. So don't panic, because what happened is you move too many times until you are out of Google Map. You are now actually out of Google Map, because why do I know? This is Google Map here that I am showing you. Hold on, okay, all right, okay. Now, so I am back into the man here. Now, what am I doing? This man is already in Gardens by the Bay. Now, this is the view that I want you to see. So once again, you go into the view, right? You will see this arrow. Now, the good thing is this man acts as your eye. If you are in Gardens by the Bay, let's say you do not know where to walk to go to this super tree. Now, you follow. As you go, the eye of this man will guide you how to go. No, this is not the way. The super tree is here. So you can see this, you can move, okay? And go to the direction you want to go. And the best part is you don't even have to leave the comfort of your home, okay? And even down there, if you're not too sure, okay? So once again, if you keep on pressing, I purposely want to show you, you are no more in Google Map. How do you know? When you go up here, you will see if it is Google Map, it has got this teardrop with the colorful symbol there, okay? So once again, this is the street view. Now, how do you get this street view? If you want to see a building in front of you, you do not know how the building look like, you do not know whether to go left or right. So as long as you have this little man here that you bring it into the map, you can navigate your way, okay? So just to let you know. All right, so I will stop sharing here right now, and I will share with you once again the PowerPoint. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so sorry about that, because yes, I am going back to the PowerPoint slides if you're wondering, to continue on with you. So far, one more thing that I want to add on. When you get into the Google Map, you put in Google Map and you just put in the search box, whatever or wherever, I should say, the place that you want to go to. Okay, so we just recap. You have to play along with it, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the Google Map to discover more about what it can do for you. Because this is just a short introduction of it. So what is Google Map? It's the, hold on, it is the navigation by app by Google. It shows different ways to get to your desired destination. You can also find it, find businesses. So even nearby businesses, you can check driving direction, and good part, it can be used offline. What does it mean? You do not want to spend so much money on data, paying for the data. You can download it earlier, but the only concern is that if there is a roadblock on the very day itself, which you have not downloaded earlier, it will not show. That's the only difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop sharing this. And I will share with you right now my screen on my mobile. Okay, so you can see my screen on my mobile. Okay, I am going to tell you how to get into these apps through your mobile. Earlier on, why do I show you on the laptop? Because from the laptop, if you explore, there is a button send to your phone. So you can do the planning at home with your family together on a big screen, and then you can send it to your phone if you decided to go outside. Okay, now there is, I am using a Samsung Android, so mine is Play Store. So if you are using a Apple, of course you have your Apple Store. So when I press my Play Store, just to show you, okay, here under search, I can search for Google Map. Okay, so I am going to press this here, which is the icon for search. So once I press that, they give me a few apps. Now, do not just click at the first one that you see. Why? Two things. One, it would be by another organization which you do not want, because I suggest you use Google. Okay, that's the original Google Map. Okay, so the second is if, for instance, sometimes you have to pay for the app. So make sure you don't. Okay, so I press this. Okay, so I'm going to press this. This is the map that I've already downloaded. That's why for me, it has opened. So I can open this map just for your information. But for those of you who have not got the map yet, then what you do is you have to install the map first, okay? So it's the same thing that will appear. You notice up here, this is where you put, if I want to go Vivo City, okay? I just show you an example, except, so I press the search, and I get back to the same thing, okay? Hold on, for it takes a little bit of time to actually think, search, okay? But no worries, what I'm trying to say, it is similar, okay? So just to let you know, so you can, I am going to come out of it, all right? Because it takes a little bit of time, but I want to show you, for my screen here, I've already got this Google Map online, okay? So if you have any question, we can talk about that later. The main thing is the features may be a little bit different from the one on the laptop. So example, my menu is 3 dots. I'm going to show you right now because I've already downloaded it, okay? So my feature, the menu is 3 dots instead of the 3 lines for this feature on the phone. Okay, it takes quite some time, so sorry. So I'm going to delete and come back. Okay, now let's go for the second. I'll stop sharing this first. Okay, so what happened is, okay, yes, okay. Let me take you, continue on to the second one, which we are going to do. It is about the journey planner. I'm going to take you to MyTransport.SG. This will give you access real-time island-wide for you to commute on not only public transportation, but some other ways. But today we are going to look at the public transportation. So public transportation means we are going to look at the buses and the MRT, and you can also look at the LRT and also the bus arrival time. Very important for you to know all this, okay? So the live demonstration, which I'm going to show you right now. Similarly, I am going to take you to my phone. So hopefully my Wi-Fi works, okay? So I'm going to share with you my screen. All right, now you can see for yourself, this is it. Now, this is the My Transport app. Similarly, you go into your Play Store, okay? So once you're at your Play Store, if it is for Android, you just put there My Transport, right? Okay, how do I know? You can see for yourself My Transport app, okay? So once you put in My Transport, again, there are quite a few apps that will appear. Okay, now, these are a few apps. The one that I want you to download is the first one, because the first one gives you a choice of quite a few vehicles in terms of buses, MRT, even driving there. Okay, so I'm going to press that. I'm going to show you. Again, I've already downloaded. That's why all that I need to do is just open. But if you have not downloaded, then you have to install first. Okay, all right. So now take note, this will appear. Can you see? For better experience, turn on device location, which uses Google's location service. Then I will put OK. All right. When I put OK, what is this telling me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, for Android, I'm just going to show you. This is my location finder. This is what we call the GPS is being turned on. What's the purpose of turning on this GPS? So that this app can spot where you are. So if you want to find out nearby buses, then with the location finder turned on, they know where you are based or where you are at, and they can give you straight away the answer. Okay, I'm going to share with you because I've just turned on my DPS, which is the location finder. Now, the only concern I'm telling you about this location finder, when you need to use the location, like for instance, you want to use Grab, or you want to get your something delivered, or you want to go there using the Google Map or using this MyTransport Singapore app, then you turn on the location. If you do not, just turn it off. Why? Because this is consuming a lot of batteries, just to let you know. So we are back here. Now this home screen of MyTransport.SG, Singapore short is SG. Look at the front here. There's a lot of things even for you to discover before you go into the menu. Now near you, buses and MRT station. If I'm going to press here, okay, I'm going to press here. Like I was telling you, I live in Bedok. I live just opposite St. Anthony's Canossian School. Straight away, it tells me the nearest bus stop is here. And not only they give me the nearest bus stop, if it's opposite is St. Anthony's Canossian. If it is to my left, okay, where I'm living, it is at block 88. I'm sure some of you know the famous Bak Chor Mee is nearby my place at block 85. This is where I can get number 17, if it is nearby. Now, if it is slightly walk of a distance, what I do, I scroll it with my finger down. I can find the other buses which is within walking distance. If I need to walk about 5 minutes away, near where the market that sells the fantastic Bak Chor Mee, block 85, I can find number 14, bus number 14, bus number 46, and bus number 222. So it even tells me, the good thing is, where is the location? What is the bus stop number? So now you can't even make a mistake about where you should meet, because you can tell your friends or your family member the bus stop number. This is the bus stop number. So if I want to go opposite block 85 where the Bak Chor Mee is, I will tell, hey, I'm at bus stop number, the bus stop number is 84239. It's stated here at Bedok North Road, okay? This is where I am. And it even tells you, it's only 312 meters within walking distance. So it's not even half a kilometer, okay? So this is the first part of it. Now, if I want to get back, what I can do is, this is the back button here, okay? So I'm going to press the back button. It takes me back to the home. Okay, now, let's explore here first. Let's do bus and MRT. I can press this. Sorry, if I press this, what happened? I'm going to press it on my phone. Sometimes I forget I use the mouse. Okay, so when I press on my phone, okay, so what do I get? I get this statement: bus stop near you, bus services, MRT notification. So let's look at MRT notification here. It will tell me if there's a disruption. So for now, it doesn't show any disruption. Why? If there's a disruption, they will tell me. And here I can even put, do I want to be notified or not? Example, okay, so I can off. Let's say I am more concerned about East-West line because the nearest is East-West line. I will put the notification here. So let's say if there's a disruption on the East-West line, I will have a notification on my phone that say, hey, there's a disruption on East-West line, just to give you an example, okay? So here I can have the say of whether I want that notification to be given to me or not. Again, when you see this arrow, it means one step back, you can always come back here. So let's explore bus services. Now, bus services is for all the buses that you can find here in Singapore. So they even have city direct bus, they even have shuttle bus to hospitals, etc. Even public buses. So I'm going to concentrate on public buses. When I press this public buses, you notice it goes on and on, the list to tell me all the bus numbers available. And I work part-time at Marina Barrage, so I just give you an example. So sometimes number 400, it does not come very often. And once I miss it for 30 minutes, I've got to wait for the next one 30 minutes later. So this app is very good for me to find out when is the next number 400 coming, example. So I pressed it. It will show me from the beginning to the end, okay? And the best part is when I pinch my phone, I make it smaller, okay? When I want to make it bigger, I just stretch it out. So there you are, okay? And I will know where it goes. I bring this up, you notice from Shenton Way, it goes to Tanjong Pagar. I have the whole routing of where the bus is coming from. If I want to go to Marina Barrage, okay, Marina Barrage, which is here. If you notice, here is Marina Barrage, right? So there you are, Marina Barrage. And when I press my Marina Barrage portion, it will even tell me what time is the bus coming at Marina Barrage in 20 minutes time, okay? And it even gives me the Marina Barrage details here. So if I want to know, I just pressed it, okay? It even tells me where it is, back to where I am, all right? Now, let's say if I want to find the bus at not Marina Barrage, but I decided to go to Tanjong Pagar, I can just press the Tanjong Pagar here, and it will show me all the buses available, not only number 400, over here you can see 400, at that particular bus stop at Tanjong Pagar, and it even gives me the bus stop number. This is the district code, but it even gives me the bus stop number. Okay, so how do I know? Here you are. All the details I can find from here. Now, if I were to press here, I have got it here. Okay, so and even give me all the other buses available. Okay, now back to the homepage again. How do I get back to the homepage? This is the homepage. Can you see these 3 lines here? This is the menu page. So when I press the menu page, okay, I'm going to show you it. You can have even more choices. Not only can you know the bus arrival time, the bus service, MRT, LRT, and it goes on. So I am going to press MRT or LRT because I have a time constraint to show you about MRT and LRT. So when you press LRT and MRT, the first thing you get is the map. Again, I will use my 2 fingers and expand on the map. Or I can pinch it to make it smaller if I'm traveling far away. So let's look at how I can use the LRT and MRT. So pretend, just now, right, I was at Buena Vista MRT. So let's look at Buena Vista MRT. Where is Buena Vista? Buena Vista is based on the blue line, is it? Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind. I pretend I want to go to Sentosa. Pretend I want to go to Sentosa. So I want to go from Harbourfront, okay, to Harbourfront. Okay, this is Harbourfront. You can see for yourself, right? So pretend I am from Chinatown. Okay, all right. So Chinatown. So I will press Chinatown. When I press Chinatown, it will mark as my alighting point. Okay, I make it a bit smaller by pinching it so that you can see where I'm going. I'm going to Harbourfront right now. I press on that station. Now, the best part, you can see everything is kind of light up, being very vague. The one that they show you is where you are alighting. In this case, I'm alighting from Chinatown to where I'm getting off. I am getting off at Harbourfront, okay? So they even tell me the routing. They will tell me the routing, meaning that, hey, I have to pass by one stop that is Outram Park before I arrive at Harbourfront. Not only that, they tell me all the details I need to know. I have two stations to go to, and it takes me about 5 minutes, and even tell me the fare. This is not senior's fare, this is the normal adult fare. I have to pay about $1.02. So if, for instance, I do not have an EasyLink card, if I just want to buy one trip fare, I pay this and maybe a few cents more because the card itself costs money, okay? First $1, then after that you can get that $1 back for the card. But now most of us have got the EasyLink, so it is cheaper in that sense. You don't have to buy the one fare card, okay? So now you can even select anywhere you want to go, even if you do not know which is the closest, which is the fastest, it can tell you here, okay? And at the bottom, excuse me, it even tell you the LRT line. So you can even go into the LRT line, which I'm not going to. I just want to show you. It can even tell you that. All that you need to do is just press the thing accordingly here. Notice here. So which station you want to go, which station you want to alight from. So I always come up at Bedok station. I'll press Bedok. So let's say if I want to go to, let's say I want to go to Orchard. Okay, I do not know Orchard Road, which is the best line to cover. Okay, so I just want to show you Orchard Road is the red line, right? So red line, I have to go to up here. Okay, Orchard, I pressed here. Now, it even gives me the shortest possible route. So it says that I will to take the green line. Then from the green line, I change at Bugis. Okay, at Bugis. So sorry, as I move, I accidentally get it off. Okay, so once again, okay, sorry about that. Okay, now, okay, once again, I am going to go into here, right? So don't worry, it happens to you. Sometimes it just goes off, sometimes even your Wi-Fi is not working. So all you need to do is just do it back again. So it will come back to normal. Okay, there you are. So I press Orchard right now. Okay, I've pressed there, and now I am going to press Orchard. Okay, all right, so there you are. So when you, so sorry about that. So when you see it, the starting point and the ending point, you will see the other part kind of become white. Now, this is what they give you as the shortest way to get there, okay? They say from Bedok, I take the green line, then I change to the blue line, I change to the purple line, I change to the red line. Of course, this is so many changing of the different lines, but it's the fastest. But if I do not want to follow that, I can also do it, okay? How do I do it is I will just go into here and look at the map. Okay, what do I do? Now, I live in Bedok, right? So I follow the green line. If I want to follow the green line, I can change, okay? I can change at City Hall. From City Hall, I can follow the red line to Orchard because Orchard is on the red line. This is what I'm trying to say. So I can even follow and change, but ultimately, where there's an interchange, where one line connects to the other, this is where I will be able to do it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, these are some of the things that we can do, just to let you know. Okay, so I am going to stop sharing this. So once I stop sharing this, we are going to just wrap it up.